just a few years ago, my business was making nearly $10,000 per month, but we were still barely making enough money to survive. I was actually living at home with my parents at the time, as I didn't even have enough money to be able to afford my own place. So for 3 months at the start of 2020, we got our heads down and we focused on ways that we could increase our revenue whilst also decreasing our costs. So at the end of the month, we were actually left with cash that we could actually spend. And by the end of March 2020, just 3 months into the year, we were doing over $20,000 per month in revenue, and our margins were upwards of 80% or more. And in this video, I'm going to walk through exactly how I was able to achieve this using what I like to call the assisted operator framework. And we achieved this by selling done-for-you services to real clients, not by selling some sort of ebook or course. And if this resonates with you at all, then let's take a look at our good friend Dave. Dave owns a marketing agency which he calls the digital method. He doesn't know why he called it that. He thought it sounded cool, and he thought at the time it made him look more professional. But between you and me, Dave doesn't actually own a marketing agency. But on his website, it says we instead of I, which is the same thing, right? Anyway, Dave currently has 3 clients. The problem is he's delivering Google ads to one of the clients. The other client is a one-off website project. And the third client has just asked him to start doing meta ads for them. But Dave doesn't know how to do meta ads, but he told the client, sure, no problem. So now Dave's learning how to do meta ads. Perhaps you can relate to this, but don't worry, as explained, I was in exactly the same situation a few years ago. And I'm going to show you exactly how we were able to focus down our product, increase our revenue, whilst decreasing the operating costs and time it took to deliver results for each one of those clients. First, we're going to talk about something that I like to call the PPC formula. And PPC stands for one product, one problem, and one client acquisition channel. And then we're going to talk about how to utilize this formula to acquire clients, whether you're trying to get your first client or you're trying to get your next 5 or 10 clients. And stay to the end of the video because I'm going to walk you through some examples of other people that have done this. So I stumbled across this method purely accidentally. It was 2019 and we had around 5 or 6 clients. They were spread across multiple industries and every campaign we were running was a little bit different. It was a bit of a nightmare, so something had to change. For us to be able to scale up with what we were currently doing, we would have needed a whole bunch of highly trained and probably very expensive employees. Employees that knew multiple different services and were able to adapt for multiple different clients. Not to mention needing extremely good sales skills to be able to sell clients on retainers high enough that would give us a good margin. However, at the time I noticed that one of our clients was making more monthly revenue than all of our other clients combined. So I reached out to him and asked exactly what services that we were advertising was bringing in the most revenue. And he mentioned that there was one product that was doing particularly well. So we gave it a few seconds thought and we decided we were going to focus all of our marketing efforts on this single product and market from now on. So I interviewed that client on video. I got him to explain the exact results that he had achieved by working with us. And then I took that interview and I turned that into an ad campaign. I targeted other business that also sold the same product that he sold across the country. Here's what happened. Because our testimonial was so specific, it appealed extremely well to anybody within that sector. We were able to easily sell our services and charge up front as they could see it working in real time for another client that was similar to them. We literally repeated this exact process for 3 months until we had around 15 clients and we're doing anywhere from $20,000 to $25,000 in revenue. And the reason this worked so well was because delivery was easy, because every client campaign was more or less the same. Acquisition was easy because the more clients we acquired, the more results we had, and that just helped us close more clients and made life so much easier. And managing those clients was easy because our employees only had to really do 1 or 2 things very, very well. And so I formulated that into something I now call the PPC method, because we had picked one core problem, which was that these businesses needed leads for that specific product. We had just one product, which was simply generating leads for that product via meta advertising. And we leveraged just one acquisition channel to acquire clients, which was paid Facebook ads. And this made me realize something. The price you can charge to clients is based on one thing and one thing only, and that is the value that you're providing. It has absolutely nothing to do with the time input. It has absolutely nothing to do with the time or effort you put into each client. If you're able to provide value, whether that be time saved, revenue generated, or costs saved, then the client's not going to care whether it took you 10 hours or 10 minutes. But how do you scale that up? Even with a simple product, it's very difficult to manage more than 10 clients on your own. And that's the best part about this. Because our service was so simple, we were able to identify there was just 2 core services that we needed to implement to successfully deliver for each client. And that was ad design and ad management. We were able to hire highly skilled overseas contractors from places like the Philippines, Pakistan, or India, where rates were far more affordable. And we were able to hire 2 full-time contractors for between $600 and $1,000 per month, which is under a third of the price that it would cost you in the United States, Europe, or even the United Kingdom. And because our service was so simple, the roles of those contractors was also extremely simple and easy to track. They would simply work working off proven templates for every new client that we brought into the business. And there are endless examples of these simple businesses that you can look at. For example, Callum King, who's from my school community. He grew his business to 50 plus clients, providing only leads to pressure washing companies across the UK. And he only used his organic Facebook profile to attract clients. Or even a more extreme example, such as James, who's the founder of Underground Ecom. And he was able to scale his e-commerce email marketing agency to over $500,000 per month. Yes, you heard that correctly, providing only Klaviyo email designs and using only cold email as an acquisition channel. And this is the method that I teach within my school community, picking one product, picking one acquisition channel, and solving just one simple problem, which will allow you to earn the money that you want to earn whilst keeping those costs low and making life easy for yourself. So if you'd like to learn more about this, then make sure that you hit the subscribe button down below, because I'm posting content every single week. And also like the video if you enjoyed this, and I'll see you guys in the next one.